Hello, my name is Ifedayo. I am an ex-drug addict, and I know firsthand what it takes to be an addict and a drug user.
Today, SOL joins the rest of the world to raise awareness about the harmful effects of drug abuse and illicit trafficking as global effort increases in combating these issues. As the theme of the year, Invest in Prevention, signifies, we lend our voice to advocate evidence-based policies that prevent drug abuse in the workplace. Dr. Dokun Adedeji, founder and Director General of Compassionate Care Recovery Initiative, and Mr. Ifedayo Oluwole, addiction specialist at the Suka Guy, both underscore the grave risk associated with drug abuse and its profound impact on the workplace. Their insights highlight the urgent need for comprehensive support and intervention strategies to safeguard workplace health and productivity.
My name is Dokun Adedeji. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Compassionate Care Recovery Initiative, a new NGO that is working in the space of treatment and rehabilitation of drug addicts. I've been in this vanguard for about 32 years now, and it honestly sometimes can be frustrating or exasperating, but it's beautiful because of the experiences and then the results that one gets. I've dealt with these people and I have seen the possibilities of changing their lifestyle and their destiny to something progressive and non-drug using.
For me, it started basically with alcohol back and mainly smoking back in secondary school, and promoted when I got into my third year in the university, where I started sampling with over-the-counter medications, what you now know today as codeine, Refnot, Tramadol, and it grew from there to the point of addiction.
There's a sense of denial in Nigeria. We were too late to come to the table to tackle things. People think it's only people on the street who use drugs. That's a fallacy. People, there was a research done in 2017 by the UNODC, United Nations Office of Drug and Crime, and the results were published in 2018. This very staggering results. They found the highest rate of use, the preponderance of use, was in the age 25 to 39, and that must be people who work. You see, one thing that I want to make explicit here is people should know that use of drug does not mean addiction. So some people are in office, they're using it, but they're still a bit unproductive. But it gets to a point in time when they can no more be productive, when the use becomes too much.
Basically, for most of the times I was in that phase was my schooling years, and just after it, which I wasn't able to finish school, so I was there till that time. But even at that, as a student, I can remember vividly that it affected my results drastically, and one reason I didn't finish from school that year. And I remember I was probably one of the best students in my department and ended up having the worst results by the third year. It affected productivity as a student.
Let us look at it from this perspective. There's an individual involvement. It affects the individual, then it affects others who work with him, then it affects the people he relates with. Let me say in an office, for instance, let me give an example of a pilot. I hope people must know that there's no profession that is not involved in the use of substance. Imagine a pilot who used drugs and he had to fly a plane. Imagine the number of people on the plane. Do you know what that means? And it's happened. So people must know that there's a consequence to the use of substance, not only to the individual, but to everybody who is around him and who works with him. What is the motive of any organization or any institution testing their students or their workers? I find that in Nigeria it's usually judgmental and to punish, be punitive. Oh, we want to make an example of this person, send him away from work, send him away from school. That's not good, because what it does indirectly is to paper over the drug problem, and also you drive it under the radar. So people begin to use without your knowing.
When I see young people using drugs, is that this will take a lot it take years out of your life. Things you are supposed to achieve in like 10 years, it will take you 20 years of them, because this thing will take out of a chunk of your life. That is one of the major. The second thing is it's going to affect your relationship with family and friends. You are going to lose trust, you are going to lose friendship, you are going to lose a lot. Then we don't even want to go into the X factor. Some people have recovered from drug for years and they are still battling with the health conditions that they got through the use of drugs.
So I think each organization must domesticate its own desires of helping its own staff. And what do I mean by that? One of the things that I think organizations should have, they should have a counseling unit, probably be on site or maybe off site, or engage somebody in the profession who can come in somewhere, talk to the staff, and also get people to voluntarily test or make self-confession and seek help. And then when they seek help, the help does not have to really be on site so that they don't get stigmatized or discriminated against. But this must be a policy that is borne out by top management. Because if top management does not buy into it, no staff will come and say, I use drugs.
Somebody saw me on the street and picked me up and took me to a rehabilitation center where I spent a year in the rehab, and that was it for me. It was not, because I tell people it's not easy. In as much as an addict, you have a lot of work to do. They also need somebody to help them, to hold their hand through the way, because that was how I was helped. I got somebody who helped me, who picked me up and took me to where I was helped.
If somebody wants to recover and seek treatment, the first thing is honesty to self. I have an issue, I want to deal with it. But it can only come from a supportive environment. But when people are in a judgmental environment, it's difficult for someone to come to say, I have issue, because he knows the benefits, the advantages that should have accrued to him will be denied him.
For the public, the first thing I would say is an addict is not a criminal. He has found himself in that position due to wrong decisions he or she has taken at a certain point in their life. But that doesn't rule them out from being a good person. And for the person that is an addict, I want to tell you there is a way out. There is purpose, there is a future, there is more to life than what you do right now. And think of what you could have achieved if you are not in drug counsel today.
Human resource people must know that they has changed from personnel management of hire and fire. They are the mold, that the cement of any business. They are the ones who should understand the various vagaries of a company and then come to terms with which help can we offer. And so the person in the office should be offered help first and give it the space of time to say, okay, not in a way to say, if you don't shape out in 6 months, we'll send you away. No, that's not the way. What are the issues? We're willing to travel this route with you. And then that's the business of the HR person. For me, the person who uses drugs must come to a self-conviction. I need help. And in spite of what people may think or feel about me, I want to get my life back.
At Strategic Outsourcing Limited, we stand firm in our commitment to combating drug-related issues worldwide, guided by the principles of science, compassion, and solidarity. We advocate for evidence-based solutions that empower individuals to lead healthy, fulfilling lives. Join us in making a difference, because together we can build a brighter, healthier future for all.